weekend is the opening of Our City of Saints at the Jefferson Performing Arts Center. Director Scarlett Lancon joins us today with a preview of the show, and we were just chit-chatting a little bit about it. It sounds like it's going to be amazing, but I want you to tell me how this got inspired in the first place, because it's a cool story.
Absolutely. So the composer and lyricist Paul Sonyat went to our producers and said, hey, I want to do a show based off of my three self-made albums. And so then the producers had called me and said, hey, you know, you just did a show for us. We're looking to add a little zhuzh or some choreography to this. What do you think? So they gave me the music, and then I went away and I listened to it. And after listening to the music and listening kind of how Paul wanted to frame the show, I was like, there's something more to this. Let's have fun with it. Let's experiment with it. And then I called my friend who ended up being our playwright, which is Aileen LaBeouf, and she helped me through some universal themes. It's because, let's be real, we wanted to reach a broader audience other than just Saints fans. So it's like, how do we do that?
So the music was kind of taking us through the history of the Saints,
yes.
But y'all wanted to reach a broader audience and make it more about a little love story.
Yes, so the story actually ends up being about a boy following his journey through his three main loves, and his first love does end up being the Saints, and his love and connection through New Orleans, and how we're also able to pay homage to New Orleans and the Saints as well.
Really, really cool. It sounds like it's going to be maybe a bit of an emotional play.
Yes. So we do follow some of the history of the Saints, and the Saints follow the history of New Orleans. So we do pass through the time of 2005. So we do have a couple of scenes that are in remembrance of Hurricane Katrina. It's actually one of my favorite songs, and I hope he's okay with me saying this, but it's called Below the Waterline. It was the first song that really brought me into the show. I was like, this is something that needs to be seen by more than just me and my brain.
Sure, sure. So y'all got a local cast,
yes.
And you've even got a few people that folks may recognize joining you on stage.
I am so excited. So the first person, he's our iconic super fan. It's going to be Mr. Whistle Monster himself.
The Whistle Monster himself.
Yes, and he'll be joined by Mark Romig, who is the play-by-play announcer for the New Orleans Saints. And then we also have former Saints cheer crew member Alyssa Benenfield as well.
Amazing. So you'll have them on stage along with, tell me about the rest of the cast. There's obviously a young man who's growing up throughout this play.
Yes, so we basically took inspiration from other musicals on how do you construct a musical from scratch, and that was a huge journey that we took as a team. And so we start off by seeing a grandfather and a grandson. And it ends up being the story of the grandfather and how he was introduced to the Saints, how he fell in love with the Saints, how he found possibly his love, the love of his life, through the games and through the organization. And so there are multiple different characters, multiple different actors who play the same character, just on different peekaboos of their life. And the cast is amazing. Their collaboration and their camaraderie with our script, along with the collaboration of the playwright and the lyricist and our music director, it kind of creates this community that is also seen throughout New Orleans, of people coming from different backgrounds, different ethnicities coming together and just celebrating.
Especially Saints fans.
Absolutely.
Kind of a big blend of us. All right, so tell us real quick where we can get tickets and when the shows are.
So the shows are going to be August 29th, 30th, and 31st. The 29th and 30th are going to be at 7:30, and the 31st is going to be a matinee, which is going to be at 2 o'clock. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster. It's also on the website, jpa.org, or you can go to the box office themselves.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. Sounds like it's going to be a really great performance.
I'm really excited.